Hello boys and girls. Today for math we are going to do some more work with word problems that involve length. And with these word problems we might be doing some math mountains, we might have to do some comparison bars, we might have to add more than two numbers together. So it's a mixture of problems. So we want to pay close attention to the words in the problem. So you are going to need your math book, and we are going to look on page 387. We're going to do a few problems together, and then you will do some on your own. So let's look on page 387 at problem number 1. Says Miss Springfield is building shelves. The bottom shelf is 64 inches long. The top shelf is 27 inches longer than the bottom shelf. How long is the top shelf? So we need to think about what we can draw to help us solve the problem. Well, I noticed when I read that I saw the words longer than. And remember, when we see those words in a problem, that tells us that we are going to make a comparison bar. So I'm going to draw my bars and my oval. Okay, and remember, now we have to get them labeled. So which one is longer, the bottom shelf or the top one? It says here that the bottom is 64 inches long. The top shelf is 27 inches longer than the bottom one. So the longer shelf is the top one. So I'm going to label it with a T. And then the bottom. Okay, now we need to fill in our information. So do I know how long the top one is? No, that's my question. So my question mark goes there. So how long is the bottom shelf? The problem says 64 inches. And the number that goes in the oval is going to be 27. When I look at this comparison bar, we want to find out the number on the top. So are we going to add or subtract? We are going to add them together. So let's take 64 plus 27. Let's write that equation. And now let's solve. 4 plus 7 gives us 11. Make a new group. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 2 more is 9. So how long is the top shelf? It is 91, and my unit is inches. Okay? All right, let's try number 2. Again, stop the video if you need more time to finish working in number 1. All right, number 2. The top of a bookcase is 24 inches from the ceiling. The ceiling is 96 inches tall. How tall is the bookcase? Okay, we're not doing any comparing here, so I can probably just make a math mountain. Okay, so how tall is it from the floor to the ceiling? Is 96 inches. So we're going to put 96 on the top. Okay. The bookcase is 24 inches from the ceiling. I want to find out the partner. I want to find out how tall the bookcase is. So I know that from the floor to the ceiling is 96 inches. I know from the ceiling to the top of the bookshelf is 24 inches. I need to find out how tall the bookshelf is. Okay? So when I look at my math mountain, I know the total, so that means I need to find the other partner. So I am going to subtract 96 minus 24. All right, let's think about our strategies for subtraction. Do I have more on top or more on the floor? More on the top, so no need to stop. 6 minus 4 gives me 2, and 9 minus 1 gives me 7. So the bookshelf, the bookcase itself is 72 inches. Okay. All right. Let's try number 3. Mr. Tracy is putting a border of rocks around his garden. The lengths of the sides of the garden are 12 feet, 19 feet, 27 feet. How long will the border be? I see 3 numbers, so my garden must be in the shape of a triangle. So I'm going to draw a triangle. Okay, so now I'm just going to put my numbers on here. This one has to be 12, that's the smallest side. This one's the next smallest, so that one has to be 19. And so the longest side has to be 27. So I need to find out the distance around, so I'm going to add the 3 numbers together. Okay, we can do 2 numbers and then add the third, or we can do all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and practice the strategy where I add all of them together. So I'm going to write 27, 12, and 19. And now I'm going to add the 3 numbers together. 7 plus 2 gives me 9 plus 9. Oh, that's a doubles fact. 9 plus 9 is 18. I make a new group. 1 plus 2 is 3, 4, 5. So my answer is 58, what? 58 feet. Okay, we're going to do one more problem together, and then you're going to do some by yourself. So number 4, Brendan is knitting a scarf. It is 28 centimeters long. Then he knits 18 centimeters more. How long is the scarf now? So I think I'm going to make a math mountain. Okay, so he's knitting a scarf. Do I know what the total length of the scarf is? No, that's what I want to know. So my unknown is going to go on top. So when he started out, he measured that it was 28 centimeters. Then he knitted 18 centimeters more. So 28 and 18 go at the bottom. So since I want to find my total, are we adding or subtracting? You're right, we're going to add them. So let's take 28 plus 18. 8 plus 8, that's a doubles fact, gives me 16. I make a new group. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 more, 4. So the length of the scarf is 46 what? Centimeters. This time I'm going to abbreviate. You don't have to write out the whole word. Okay? All right, now if you turn to the next page, you'll see 4 more problems on the back that I'd like you to do. So think about, do I want to make a math mountain? Do I want to make a comparison bar? Do I need to draw a picture if it's the distance around something? So I want you to read them carefully and answer those 4 problems. Okay, have a great day.